Just cracking out some effort at the minute. Trying to get this headphone out so I can hear myself, I mean. Bombing down the coach road. It's a little bit dark out now, you can see the background. That's why the camera's struggling to focus. Basically what I'm going to say is the efforts I'm doing now are called anaerobic buffering efforts. I'll talk more about them in tomorrow's video, if I do it tomorrow, but I'll definitely get around to talking about it at some point. What I want to talk about is now. So yesterday I did a little 24 hours in Edinburgh. I didn't video it or anything, it was just a bit of a, you know, get off the radar type thing. Today is the first day back and I'm on the bike now for about, I think it's about 8 days straight. So the next 8 days is just going to be packed full of riding. But because of my 24 hours off yesterday, I didn't really feel motivated this morning. Like, I'll be 100% with you. You know, this is the truth. You know, I'm going to go through patches of lack of motivation, and so is the average person. So, you know, I'm going to share it with you because it's real life. You probably think I have some kind of ritual or routine, or, you know, I look back at something that got me into the sport and that gets me off my butt and back on the bike. But if I'm honest with you, that's all fairy tale nonsense. I mean, you can look back, yes, and it might give you a bit of a spark, but sometimes you really don't feel like doing it. It doesn't matter how much you think back. What I'm going to tell you is same as Jocko Willink and what he says, ex-Navy SEAL, and he just says basically you got to go through the motions. If you don't feel like going out, go out, do it, get it done. Even if you're not doing it at the best of your ability, just try and just go through the motions, ride, see how you feel. And I'm not kidding, today marks possibly the best pair of legs I've had since September, October, when I did the hill climbs. I feel amazing today, and you know, I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't come out. So enough of this motivation, let's get back to the ride. All I'll say is these efforts, they are hard. Alright, last set, best set. So I got one last thing to say regarding what I talked about earlier and like how I feel so good today. In fact, I'm gonna take my glasses off and this is pretty serious. I'm riding, I mean, you know, riding a bike every single day of your life. I know I don't ride every day, but I take days off, you know, maybe one day off a week or something. And you know, the reality is that when you ride this much, or should I say train this much, you never ever know when you're gonna have a good day. And you can look at all the graphs in the world, you know, your TSS and your fitness and your form. But I'm telling you now, and you know, I'm not an old rider at all, and you might claim that I know nothing about this, but yeah, I got a bit of experience in this part. So what I'm saying is, all the numbers in the world are not going to tell you where you're feeling good. And today I feel good, but I might not feel good again for another 5 months, even though I'm going really well. I coach riders, I help riders, both in my local cycling club, and you know, if you comment below, like today, if you comment below, you know, what you use as your motivation, you know, I'll chirp in and I'll say, like, you know, I really appreciate that. And you know, it'd be great if we can all comment below what we use as our motivation, because we can all learn to use each other's motivation to help us. And you're never going to feel good unless you actually get out there and do it. And you know, winter miles equals summer smiles, that kind of attitude. Unfortunately, that's the truth, and as much as the truth is harsh and it hurts, the truth is what always makes the most sense. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest.